जी sir.
Welcome to Computer Science AS Levels, and we are on chapter number 12, software development. Here we are going to continue the topic of program testing. As I told you, testing is a very important step in program. If you finish with the coding, you need to check the program works according to your requirement or not. For that reason, we look for testing our program. So if the testing is successful, it means our program works perfectly. If testing is not fulfilled, so it means we need to work on the code again to make the program according to the requirement. For this, we need to set a test strategy. And then we have to move to the analysis stage where we have done program development lifecycle procedure, and we need to look overview again. What is our requirement and what mistake we have done? Then we need to clarify the test needs to be performed. Like you are going to, as I told you, you're going to write a program for adding two numbers, num1 and num2. Remember?
Yes sir.
Num1 plus num2. So first you need to know about the variables, that two variables are there. If you're not going to declare the two variables, how could you add the things? So right here, I didn't declare them. So for testing, you must go through the program code. If the program code is well, it means the testing will be fine. So a test plan is drawn up, showing all the stages of testing and every test that will be performed. During the program design
Yes.
stage, pseudocode is written. I told you the pseudocode is the main problem. If the testing is not according to the requirement, it means there must be a problem with the pseudocode. This can be tested using our dry run. So the stage which is going to test the coding of the program is called dry run.
Okay sir.
In dry run, the user have to set a program manually and documents the result using our trace table. So two new words are there, dry run and trace table. Dry run is a method, testing method, and trace
Yes
table
sir.
is a documentation in which we are going to give some values to our program, and then we are going to test our program. So here is an example. For example, a procedure perform a calculation, right? We are going to perform a calculation. Procedure,
Yes sir.
to write procedure, we need to write the parameter, variable calculation, and the parameter is number one, number two, sign, right? Okay.
Okay.
Case,
Fine.
sign off. So case off is here. Case off is here. If we press plus, it means the variable number one and number two should be add. If we press
Okay.
subtract, it means number one and number two should be.
It should be uh it should be like just plus
No, look,
adding an.
no. This is error, man. Look, if we
Oh, it's
subtract,
mine. It's
so it
minus and
means,
then it's still minus.
yeah. So look. We point out our error. Okay, so asterisk means multiply and slash means divide. So otherwise, answer is zero. So if the user is not going to press any of the option, answer will be zero. And case. If answer is not equal to zero, then print answer. And if and procedure. Now we have to check the code with the help of test data. And I'm going to give you the test data for number 120, number 210, and sign is plus. So look, here we go. Here we go. These are the test data, set of test data. Look. And
Okay sir.
this is called trace table. In trace table, number one, what is the value for number one? Check right here.
It's 2010.
What? Number two, 10. What is the sign?
10 minus. No, plus
Oh,
plus
plus. What is the answer?
30.
Okay. Check for number two. This is number two. Step number two here. Tell me the number one.
It's 20. 20.
Okay. Number two.
10
Okay.
minus.
Sign.
Yeah, minus
But the computer is going to what? Look.
30.
Look here. I'm connecting.
Yes.
I'm connecting. Why?
So this is an error
Why?
because it's minus and it's adding.
Where? In the code.
Second case.
This is
Yes, in
the
the code.
topic I'm teaching you. This is how you're going to track your mistake. So the output is 30. What will be the output expected here? What is the expectation?
30. Like
No.
10. 10. 10
And
is it? 10.
okay, that's great. Again, 20, 10, multiply. Tell me the answer.
20, 10, 200.
20 divided by 10. What is the answer?
2.
What is the last test data? Read this one. Careful.
It's written 20, 10, and then question mark.
What is the answer?
That means 0 because there's nothing. It's not
Yes.
telling us anything.
And then 20 divided by 0. What is the answer?
Undefined, it's infinity.
Means that we have to give some test data values. We need to draw a trace table to check whether our program works according to the given criteria or not. And if it is not, it means we have an error,
Okay, sir.
right? So do one thing, write down the program testing. First, what you have to cover, you need to write down the test strategy paragraph in your own wording. You need to
Okay.
read this last paragraph in your own wording. Then let me know. I will shift you to the example, okay? Okay, now we have a topic walkthrough. A walkthrough is formalized version of a dry run using predefined test cases. Okay, so walkthrough means that you're going to dry run any algorithm, any program, and there's a predefined test cases like the testing scenarios already stored in the program. This is where another member of the development team independently dry run the pseudocode. So this is easy. So you have the ability to dry run accordingly, right?
Okay.
Okay. So what happened? The developer takes the team members through the dry run process. This is done as a demonstration. So one person is going to go through the whole team and put the values in the program, pseudocodes, check the program, is it working well or having any problem. So
No.
during the program development and testing, each module is tested as set out in the test plan. Test plans are often set out as a table. So you can see here, test, you need to add the value. To ensure that the plus calculation works as expected, you are going to input normal data like 20 and 10, and you need to plus it. So what is the answer?
Yes, sir.
30. And actual
No, answer would be
30.
that 30.
It means our testing is done. Now, if you're going to insert the negative sign, so you know negative sign means you're going to subtract. So 20, 10 subtraction. And the answer expected is 10, but the answer is 30. It means the problem is here, right? So this type of testing where you're going to find out any error in between, look, 20 and 10. What is the problem here? Look,
Problem is that 20 and 10 minus is
look, they have written it in a alphabetic form.
alphabetical form. Okay.
Yes, this type of a test data is called abnormal, and where you're going to input the normal things according to the criteria that called normal data. So we have normal and abnormal testing as well.
Okay, sir.
Getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just give me a second, please.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so move on. Types of test data. We have normal test data. I told you what is normal test data. It is to be accepted by the program and is used to show that the program
Okay, sir.
is working. Like you write 20, you write 10, and you are going to add them. So this is normal values. So the answer will be 30. Abnormal test data means the data should be rejected by a program. It is unsuitable or could cause problem. Like you are adding two values and instead of taking a normal value, take negative 20 at negative 1/2. So this type of a data, you look here, is abnormal testing, because this is not
Okay,
the
sir.
mark of testing. Extreme data means that you're going to use a value, like, let me tell you, is a limit that accepted by the program. For example, when testing a validation, such as a number is greater than or equal to 12 and number lesser than or equal to 32. So what is the starting value? 12. What is the last range value? 32. So your all values should lie in between these two ranges, right? So the normal
Yes, sir.
value lesser than 12 or the normal value greater than 32 will not be accepted. Why? Tell me why. Because you already assigned
Uh,
the values 12 and 32. So the data which have to be
yes, sir.
should be in this limit. Let me give you one
Okay, sir.
example. In a boundary test data, listen to me very carefully. Percentage. Can you tell me the value of percentage? 0
0,
till 100
100.
is the universally accepted percentage value. But if you're going to take 0 itself and 100, so you said, sir, it is a lower limit and this is an upper limit. This type of test data is called boundary data. So 0
Okay, sir.
accepted and 100 also accepted, right? So this type of a
Yes, sir.
boundary data. So take out your notebook, write down all these test data with examples and send me the picture of your work.